Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Vita Vea gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the 27. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Here's Brady to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Evans. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal Rob Gronkowski. Retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Alex Highsmith showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. All up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Brady. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Touchdown! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Got some room at the 30. Room here to run. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big pickup there on the run.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. On second down, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this. Throwing again on second down. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't covered.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette. And fights through one man. And some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 36 yards. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Now Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a give here to Snell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Another completion for Tom Brady, and I just know that in his New England days, he would fight to stay out there until the end, until that clock hits zeros. But here in Tampa Bay, I just wonder if they'll want him to come out of the game and hand him the baseball cap in recognition of a job well done in this one.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go.
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast for you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that. Operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Brady going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. On 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete with a... Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of